of repute can also be played 4-1 with Ryze helping with the siege, and just the Trundle doing his best to ignore the Cho'Gath and take structures. Haven't seen the Trundle since Tal played it for SK Telecom T1 a couple of weeks ago. Different read. I thought it would just be, you know, a standard tank top laner like the Ornn for So1, but visiting the Troll, the Trundle. Final pick here is a champion who was banned in game 1, looking for a jungler. The Jax would be the balanced choice. Will be able to occupy the time of the Trundle and the Caitlyn in a fight. So a very tanky lineup from the side of KT Rolster with 2 hyperscalers, the Azir in particular, as the game goes on. Jhin are pretty flexible, 1-3-1, very powerful laning phase. The top lane Taric is a dream. They'll swap that one away. Will in fact be the Taric Caitlyn. But KT wanting a winning bot lane, first rounded the Varus and the Braum. Still very powerful, but Caitlyn Taric has plenty of power as well. So very early priority on both sides in the 2v2.
Teddy doesn't quite have the win ratio that Deft has on the Caitlyn. Deft sitting at 4-1 and Teddy at 1-2. But his KDA is at 8 and no
all-in trade coming through when the ultimate's available for Varus top side.
Trying to get on to Smep here. Empty gonna dodge out the Q, not even needing to use the Impale, and first blood under the turret. Just a bit of help from Empty to secure the kill.
And the pillar spot was great because there was nowhere for him to flash to. It would have flashed into the turret rather than being able to open up enough distance to get away. Like you say, Umti doesn't have to use the Impale, so even more incentivized to counter jungle. Look for the enemy red buff. Really nice heads-up stuff on the Trundle from So1. Sets Smep further behind, sets the score behind when it comes to the red buff, and means that Umti still has big gank presence, flash, and Impale available for the next attempt. See, we watch the replay here. Skarner's already showing in our mini-map really like the positioning of the pillar. No way to go, no reason to flash, would have died anyway. I think summoners with the Skarner might have been decent just to victory. It ended up being a 2-0 for KT because Maokai can just build a Righteous Glory, teleport in and be Maokai. Cho'Gath can't do that. Cho'Gath needs items. His gank assist when he teleports in is situational at best, Valdez. He needs to wait for a 3.5, 4 second teleport, then hit a rupture with a delay, so it's not as reliable. You can't play Cho'Gath like you play Maokai's bot lane.
Oh, they're going on in. That arm time just barely gets there, but look at score coming from the river. That's going to be a dead Teddy, getting way too aggressive in the lane, and the double kill goes over to Deft. No respect down there. They get punished for it.
Yeah, no advanced vision in the 2v2, able to get most of the work done. Summoners up for Jhin, but locked up the entire time. Big stuff for KT Rolster. Trying to threaten a dive on mid lane, but So1 is still something they have to deal with in the top side.
And not just So1, it's Umti making another return here. They want to pull this turret down, even Umti grabbing the turret aggro to make sure they get that as fast as possible. The TP now from Wraith to secure their own turret in the bottom side.
KT desperately want this turret so they can actually try to find a lane assignment where they don't have Cho'Gath against the Trundle as mid lane.
Doesn't fail this time, and now he's got 2 members to help him out. That Realm Warp is not going to be on time. A little bit late on that one. Either way, 3 against 1, and Pawn will not fail a second time.
Bit of map watching from Jhin. They did not need to allow themselves to be opened up in that manner. They've been ganked now in the bot lane with no vision, and in the mid lane, stacking victories around the Trundle, but now other areas being just a little bit less attentive to the map than they should be. They'll return. That was bad news.
Oh, the flash coming in.
Nice
timing there on the stopwatch. Will it matter, though? The Cosmic Radiance gets super close, but not enough. He gets tunked down, rather, towards the end. And now it looks like Taric is going to pay for it, too. Jhin just falling apart at the seams. They were looking so good early on, but this game is running away from them now.
And they need to make these picks work because they have no way to answer the Trundle. The Trundle can't do it. He's just taking the walls because he's not going to be able to stop 4 members from pushing in while this minion wave is alive. KT steep on the turret. Now they have a long lane in the mid lane. Amazing that they've been able to pick up so much gold, but small mistake after small mistake is being attacked by KT Rolster. Now with a gold lead in a game that was looking like they had no good decisions to make with how far ahead the Trundle was in top.
2-0-1 Azir and 3-0-1 Varus right now for KT. Even though the gold score looks even up in the top on the scoreboard, it's really that massive win that Trundle has gotten the top lane, but everywhere else, KT having a really fun time in this game so far.
Now it really is a game of lane assignment. How do they get value out of Trundle, where mid lane can be pushed all the way to the inhibitor turret pre-20 minutes? They are going to take an Ocean Drake, but KT is going to be, sorry, a Cloud Drake, but of course KT is happy to surrender that. Another Cloud means they don't have to play to the top side. Cho'Gath, after all of this, is going to be able to roam and get kills. Pawn follows, but very nice stopwatch comes out from Grace. With Varus rotating first, Caitlyn in the bot lane pushing up, static shift Caitlyn trying to take down objectives. Cho'Gath joins the party, and Trundle, the person who holds all the gold, the person who Jin wants to be deciding this game, was nowhere to be found because, of course, it's Trundle. He needs the rest of his team to be playing.
Locked up here, but actually they have Smeb stand on a trap, score in the front, trying to take out Grace in this one, but you can see that Trundle not really able to do much. The double knock up in here, finally, KT finds something, but a double flash gets Jin out of dodge in that fight. Not quite able to land a kill and go to the Baron just yet.
Teddy was using the terrain to actually try to fight front to back. He wasn't actually fully investing himself, trying to be safe as possible. End result is he keeps his flash up. They're able to do enough damage to really slow down the Baron start. Here comes the commit. Remember the Cosmic Radiance down, so difficult for Jin to actually rush in.
We got Cho'Gath behind. We've seen this before. Kind of an awkward spot now. He is going to be spotted on the minions.
He's going to be looking for Grace.
Look at Teddy, though, on the right side. He gets the knockup. This might just be it. It looks like he's not going to do it just yet. There it is, finally the feast, and that's going to be enough to take him out. Double kill for Pawn as well. And even the kill scorer takes down Teddy, so they get the TP from behind. Very nicely played by KT.
Yeah, tunnel vision coming through from Teddy. Wanted to focus on the fight. Smeb from the backside. That's just what Cho'Gath can do. Baron will go the way of KT Rolster.
I mean, even that pillar makes things so obnoxious for the side of Jin up against KT. Really good at zoning individual, or even multiple members in this case, away from that turret. But this time around, it's going to be too much. First inhibitor turret will fall, and most likely this inhibitor, as Jin just going to give this one away. But actually, KT, they want to get in there. They just delete him off the map. See you later, Teddy. You're not in this game anymore. And after a play like that, Deft showing up big once again. They're going to push into the base.
Shades on from Deft. He gets the pick that will end the game. They try to go for the emergency fight, but I think it's over.
A nice grab there onto Pawn, who does try to get away and actually does make it out here. KT playing with their food at this point. Jin had to make a last stand. It's not going to go too well. A double kill going to be gifted over to Deft at the end of it all. And KT make this one a short one. 32 minutes to end the series.
Never to be overshadowed. Really nice move, reminiscent of Roller's pick onto Faker in Game 3 of the World Final. Deft finds his man. Teddy deleted. Game over for Jin will wonder. This was a game that was very clearly in their control when So1 was zoning the Cho'Gath away from minion wave after